Bonjour Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your yearly tarot reading. This will be for 2023, and I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good December month so far. Now, I asked, as always, that you remember that those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody, so take what applies and just drop the rest. I will be posting the Tarot Birth Cards yearly tarot readings beginning of next week as well, so I suggest that you check those out too, because they may give you a more comprehensive picture for the year, or they may resonate better depending on your circumstances. Now, what are the energies for my Taurus Aquarians for 2023, please? What do they need to see for their highest good? I'm going to be doing a wheel spread, and I'm going to be looking at the energy for each month for you. So in January you begin with the Ten of Wands. February you have the Seven of Wands. March you have the Six of Wands. I'm chuckling because this is the beginning of the year. It's really fiery. And April we have the Seven of Cups. May we have the Ace of Swords. June we have the Hierophant. July, Judgment. So two big energies back to back here with Major Arcana. August we have the Queen of Pentacles, very much your energy. Two of Wands, back to the Wands energy. That's for September. October, the Three of Swords. November, the Moon. And December, the Ten of Coins. Wow, you finish with a boom. Very nice to see. The bottom of the deck, which is an energy that's going to be underlying your year, that you may not be aware of, but that would be, you know, the depth, the motivation, is more Wands energy, the Eight of Wands. So let me put it out and put my deck over there. So first things first, a big fiery energy for you for the year, okay? 2023 is going to be under the sign of passions and desire and movement towards it. You have 5 cards out of 13 that are just wands, so it's nearly half, not quite there. You also have 3 big energies of Major Arcana and a couple of coins, 1 sword, 1 cup. It is, in a way, balanced because you've got a bit of everything, but there is a big emphasis on passions and desire this year for you. So the year 2023 is under the sign of the Chariot, the card of the Chariot, should I say, which is a card of movement forwards and having a lot of power and determination in order to get things done. The Charioteer is somebody who has a goal in mind and they don't take any detour, they just go for it. They are like this unstoppable force. They get to success, you know, and it's a triumphant success. And your underlying energy for the year will be the Eight of Wands, which is the energy of fast movement. 8 is advancement in tarot, but when you mix this with the energy of fire, it is fast advancements, things moving forwards, you taking the reins of your life and going towards something. So I see 2023 as a year where you are going to have this fire in your belly and this drive. And when I talk about the drive of the Charioteer and the willpower, as a Taurus, you have that anyway. It's inside of you. So yeah, a year of progress, fast movement, and the determination to get something that's really important to you to get it done. So you begin the year with a 10, which is the end of a cycle and a completion, and you will end the year with a 10 as well. So it's really interesting. It's going to be a year where it's going to be closing, new chapter, closing, very cut, neat. And we believe by releasing a burden, you are going to arrive in January feeling exhausted. You may also have been hurt emotionally, whatever the case may be. I always say when we give so much passion and so much of ourselves and our souls into something, you know, it's tiring, and sometimes we get wounded. That's how we grow. So the Ten of Wands talks about this. It talks about a burden, about something that's exhausted you, and you may have been burnt out from work. You're here for different reasons, but it shows you dropping that burden successfully. An aspect of the Ten of Wands that's very often forgotten is the fact that yes, it's a burden and you're dropping it. It was too much. It was getting too much, but you're doing so successfully. You have not dropped a wand. You have carried your 10 wands, and they represent that passion, that desire, that drive. And now you can release it because you have learned everything you needed to learn from this. You have gained all of the experience and knowledge that you were supposed to gain from said experience. So you begin the year by dropping this, which is going to feel a little bit liberating. You know, like there's a weight off your shoulder, is what they're saying. And then in February, you have the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is a card of standing your ground. So this is you taking a very distinct stance about something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a decision that you made that you may feel that you have to justify, maybe dropping this burden here. You are going to put up your defenses and defend your stance with a lot of passion, because this is very important. I see those two things linked. I see this need to stand your ground linked to this, because they both fire energy, and I can see that dropping this burden may raise some questions or comment from others. But you're going to stand your ground. You're not going to change your mind. There's not going to be any of that. It's just, you know, I've made my decision. I've done this for a reason that is mine and mine alone. And, you know, you're just going to stand your ground, which I see you fully capable of doing anyway. And as a Taurus, you do have this strength of character about you, which is a lovely quality to have. And because of this, you then bring about success and victory to yourself with the Six of Wands, because the Six is harmony after having overcome some disruption, some change, or a challenge if you went against the grain. And you putting up your defenses and refusing to change your mind or just defending something means that you are going to be victorious. You're going to feel very happy in March, because this is overcoming something and being successful. There is also this element of recognition. You know, people may look at you and see the strength of character that you have displayed. So yeah, it's going to be a very nice positive energy, and you're going to feel very pleased with yourself in March. And because of this strength of character that I can see you display, and you know, this refusal to give up at any cost, you're opening doors for yourself. Now, the other thing I'd say to you is you've got two sevens energies, plus the Chariot being the seven. Seven may be a significant number for you in 2023. It is a number of evaluation, analysis, of drawing from your experience to then gain the confidence to move forward. So it's a very rich number. If you want to look it up, it's really interesting. So with the Seven of Cups, you have open doors, opportunities, and you are looking at them from a heart standpoint. So for instance, you're thinking, okay, so if I go left, how happy am I going to feel? It's all going to be about your heart space and the emotional satisfaction that you're going to get from something. Now, it may come with a bit of overwhelm, because when we have lots of options, sometimes it can be overwhelming, because we do have to make a choice, and there's always that niggling question in our head. Oh, did I make the right decision? You know what I'm talking about. But I would not be afraid of this, because coming into the following month, which is May, you gain clarity. The Ace of Swords is the light bulb moment above your head, you know, that epiphany, that, oh, that's it, I know what to do. Now, it may well be that you gain some information, or there's a message, some communication, or some truth that's exposed that gives you this clarity. How you obtain the clarity could also be a download from your spirit team, you know, gods, the angels, the universe, spirit, your ancestors, whoever you work with, really. But I see you coming out of the month of April where you're looking at options and thinking, oh, I'm not so sure which one should I turn to. I really want to make the right decision. I see you gaining that clarity and emerging out of this slight confusion, very clear-headed. And in the month of June, you have the Hierophant. Now, this may well be to do with a long-term relationship, committed relationship, or this may well be also a proposal, you know, getting married in that month. These are traditional meanings of the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents tradition. So in June, you may also well be looking at your deep-held beliefs and analyzing them. You may be going through a phase of spiritual enlightenment. You may be getting loads of downloads from your spirit team. This is going to be a spiritual month for you, a month where you question things on a deeper level, is what I'm hearing. You may encounter a mentor or someone who inspires you and triggers the beginning of this questioning, you know, of your belief, of your where your life is headed and your motivations. And as I said, for some of you, it can also be a very deep spiritual beliefs that are being challenged. It doesn't have to be. Obviously, you know, you know what it is when you arrive in that month. As I said, for some of you, it may well be marriage. It may well be that the spotlight is on a committed relationship that you've been in for a long time. But yes, I see these 2 months, June and July, so summer really, being very heavy in reflection and very rich in spiritual knowledge, enlightenment, downloads, because you then have judgment, which is one of the 2 karma cards we get with the tarot. We have justice and judgment. But judgment really is about shedding the old and embracing the new. It's a report card. It's looking back on something, someone, a relationship, or your life, or your beliefs that you've deeply held for so long, and seeing what they are for, and kind of leaving it behind because you've evolved, because you've outgrown those, is what I'm hearing. Judgment really is it's a wake-up call. It's, you know, being enlightened and taking stock of what the Hierophant's going to bring to you in June, so that in July you can shed the old and be a brighter version of yourself. I'm hearing a truer version of yourself, closer to what your higher self is. And then we move on to August, and in August you come back down to the practicality of things with the Queen of Pentacles. Now this is your suit, this is the coin suit to do with, you know, the physical realm. So whether we're looking at home life or work life, career, financial assets, education, developing your skills, all of that good stuff. Now the Queen's represents patience and understanding, and the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who understands how to be prosperous and abundant. She knows how to grow the coin. She is focused on it all the time. Very pragmatic energy. Remember, no genders attached here. This is just the energy of the card. Very practical, grounded and pragmatic. You know, very much anchored in the 3D world. The Queen of Pentacles is a very reliable energy as well. This is you moving into a phase of stability, you know, strong foundation, stability, and being in your element as well with this Queen of Pentacles, feeling like yourself. And I really see this transformation occurring in the second quarter of the year, where you have this epiphany, you know, the choices, the epiphany, download from your spirit team, enlightenment, or committed relationship, getting married or getting committed, and then, you know, the true you coming out, you know, the shedding the old, embracing the new, and this reveals your core, you know, that Queen of Pentacles energy of stability, grounding, prosperity and abundance, being comfortable in your skin and happy in your environment. And if you were having problems with money, these will go away definitely with her and with the Ten of Coins at the end of the year. Just saying it in passing here. You get to a crossroad in September with the Two of Wands. Now, we are back to Wands energy, so things that really ignite your heart and soul on fire. And the Two of Wands is really, it's the card of planning. It's looking at two paths and thinking, okay, which one am I going to take next? Which one is going to bring me the most excitement, the most passion in my life? What would be best for me? But with a sense of direction that needs to be established. So I will see you in September thinking about the future, basically, you know, looking around and thinking, okay, there's been like 3/4 done of the year. We're now entering the harvest time of year with September, and I need a new path. I need to know where I'm going. And in October, you have a major breakthrough with the Three of Swords. This is a mental energy, and the three is growth and expansion. This is really a beautiful card of clarity that brings decisiveness in your life. This is the sword, if you look, that breaks away the Two of Swords energy, which is a bit similar to the Two of Wands energy, whereas the Two of Swords is slightly more negative because we're refusing to make a decision for lack of information or because we've been hurt before, our guards are up. This is just being at a crossroad and wanting to make the best decision in terms of excitement and enrichment of the life. But either way, the three breaks you away from this energy of, okay, I need to make a decision. You're going to get the clarity. This is a victory card. Mental breakthrough, no more undecisiveness when it comes to which way you are going. And in November, I see you moving into a deep reflective time. The Moon card, which is another major arcana, is a card of uncertainty, because you know you've had to make a decision and you've had this mental breakthrough, may be slightly unorthodox. You may have decided to do something that you never thought you would have done before, or you may have chosen the least trodden path, which comes with, you know, some doubts and uncertainty, because there are many people who will be like, why are you doing this, you know, because they don't like taking a risk. So I see you in November maybe having some doubts. It's a period of introspection, really. It's also tapping into your intuition. The doubts and the uncertainty may also awaken some deep feelings that you had buried, you know, beneath the surface here, that you have compartmentalized and that your spirit team is wanting you to face right now. I'm not getting any negative vibes from the cards, just that this is going to be a time where, you know, faced with uncertainty, you need to really trust your gut. You need to be open to any kind of signs you get from your spirit team, and you may have to deal with some feelings that you have buried. But you come out of this triumphantly with the Ten of Coins. Now, this is my favorite minor arcana because this is the card of having it all. It's also the end of the chapter. As I noted at the beginning of your reading, you start with a 10, which is the end of a chapter, to start a new chapter, which will end there. Now, because this is the coin energy, your energy, this is a card of prosperity and abundance. A card of feeling very stable at home, in your career or in your business. If it's your business, it's grown to a point that it's established itself, it's become a brand name, or it has a solid reputation. You're not having to do so much marketing to be known, because you are known. The name speaks for itself. If it's your career, you have had a promotion, you've reached the position you wanted, and this has brought you obviously financial security and stability. This may be a card that signals inheritance, because it does have this meaning. So for some of you, you may be inheriting or getting a big lump sum of money, because the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of the suit where you can get a small lump of money to help you on the way. The 10 is the culmination, so it would be a bigger sum. of money. It is also having so much that you can leave some behind. You know, it's called the legacy card. It's having built something, having dedicated yourself to something and worked hard. And Taurus, I know you are hard workers. And you know, so you know about working diligently and applying yourself and having developed your skills to the point where you get that prosperity and abundance. You have not stolen it, you've earned it. Fair and square. So this is going to be a very beautiful year for you. Things are going to be moving forward very fast. I see a lot of success, a lot of stability, prosperity coming your way, and changes on a deeper level, on your core level, towards the middle of the year. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I am very grateful you chose to spend it with me. Please do check your Tarot Birth Card yearly readings. They will shed some more light on all of this. And I wish you a truly fantastic 2023. Until next time, au revoir.